Hello everybody, and welcome to your Indie Snapshot for today of Cloudbuilt. If you're anything like I am, you saw the title and said, what the hell is Cloudbuilt? But, if you're like me, you're going to give it a shot, because I enjoy new indie games. More particularly, I love being surprised by new indie games, and Cloudbuilt is one of those. I've never heard of it, but damn if I'm not having a good time with it. So what is Cloudbuilt? Well, it's a platformer, kind of. But it's got a heavy focus on parkour and free running. I want to say Mirror's Edge, but without all the shit that Mirror's Edge came along with it. Trust me, I really enjoyed Mirror's Edge, and there were some aspects of that game that were excellent, but as a whole, it needed some work. Hopefully Mirror's Edge 2 will fix those problems. Let's dive into Cloudbuilt, let's talk about it, let's play it. We'll talk the controls first. Controls are actually pretty simple, and then we'll talk about why this game actually works, when it could very well and quite easily fail. So let's go ahead over here. There's going to be some talking going on. We're going to go ahead and skip out of it. So basically the story, as far as I can tell, is about this young girl right here who was part of the army and got injured so hard in this war, whatever war is going on, that she had to be taken away to this hospital and put in a medically induced coma and essentially be rebuilt from the inside out. She needs, like, all kinds of new stuff. They just talk about reintegration and rebuilding. All this sci-fi stuff is going on, and you are playing as this blue thing, which is, as far as I understand, her subconscious, her spirit, her mind, what have you. And you go through these levels that represent her memories, I guess, but really there's not a whole lot of visual clues as to what it's supposed to represent. So let's go ahead and hit E. We're going to access the level. You access the level by going up to her. It looks like she's missing a hand there. That's upsetting. Maybe it's representing the freedom that she no longer has. So this is the level select. It's pretty cool looking, just because it's got this destroyed look, and I think it's supposed to represent war and everything it's done. And you can kind of see these levels through and through. There's multiple paths you can go that unlock different levels. I've played about 4 or 5 of them so far. Let's go down here. This one I haven't played yet. We'll click on this, and we'll see what this one has. The idea of each level is just to get to the end of it. It is literally just to get to point A to point B and hit checkpoints along the way, so in case you die, and the game then scores you at the end, A, B, C, D, etc., depending how quickly and how fluidly you get through the level. And like I said, since it's a free-running and parkour game, it is all about movement and all about momentum and the fluidity of your character and what you're able to do. First and foremost, what you're going to notice is the stark, and if you might have already noticed it in this hospital room, is the visual effects. It is a pencil, hand-drawn kind of visual effect with this cool little 3D modeling character, I guess is the way to put it. What I'm trying to say is that the character doesn't look as hand-drawn as the world. It's almost like they modeled the game in a normal, like, cel-shaded way, and then added this sheen of pencil-like marks all over it. I think it works. It looks pretty good. In areas, it's a little bit too messy, a little bit too cluttered, and I kind of get lost as to what I'm looking at. But for the most part, you're moving so fast that it doesn't matter. And this is your character. She's this robot girl who has a gun. Use the gun to shoot out enemies up in the sky. Combat's not really the focus, and in it not being the focus, it could be a little bit too loose. It is very, very loose. In fact, I'm not even sure if there's a mouse sensitivity. There is a mouse sensitivity option. There's also a field of view option, which I highly suggest drawing out a good distance, because right away the game is much, much, much too drawn into the character. It's very focused and very close to her, and that can kind of obscure things. And if you're like me, you're going to want to bring down the mouse sensitivity just a little bit. It's a little bit too much for me to enjoy. That's a little bit better. And this is a little bit better. Field of view is a little bit easier. That goes hand in hand with the art style. It's almost like they very much clutter a lot of what you're looking at, and a game that is focused on being able to move around the level very freely, that can really hinder you. So WASD moves, we have space to jump, clicking to shoot, we can hold down to charge up a shot, and the best part is shift, where we can shoot a boost forward. That boost can do all kinds of wonderful things. You can run up to walls and hit space, and she'll do a little wall run like this, and you can kind of amplify that. And if you run at a wall at an angle, she will then climb that wall and run up that wall at an angle. Simple enough. So, let's move. Let's start. So we can go ahead and do that. When you're running up a wall, if you hit shift, she will give herself the ability to continue climbing it up, which is going well. Okay. We'll go ahead and shoot them. And we can kind of tap shift like this a bunch to give ourselves a little bit more momentum across the wall. So, and that's generally it as far as controls are going to go. So, a game like this is going to live or die upon its controls. The reason I say that is because this is how the game plays. If if you're going to focus a game on the running aspect and make sure, there's nothing else in the game other than the free running aspect and the platforming aspects of the game, and combat itself is, for what I would say, pretty subpar. It's not that it's bad, it functions, but doesn't do anything new, and is a little bit too loose for my taste. Then you better make damn sure that the platforming is really, really, really good. I also want to apologize for being bad ahead of time because I'm talking at the same time. Not that I'm good when I don't talk, but talking is definitely making me a little bit worse for wear. We got over there without having to use a boost, actually. Luckily, the game is incredibly responsive. The platforming itself really feels good. It feels like you've got this sense of control and speed over your character that is necessary to kind of maneuver these things. And every time I mess up, 99% of the time, it's my own fault for messing up. It really is. It's not the game being unresponsive, it's not the game being delayed with my input actions. It is just me not aiming in the right way and not, jumping at the right time or boosting at the right time. Let's try going this way a little bit. And that's important too. That's also very, very important. You don't want the game to be the one to fuck you over. So we'll go ahead and up here. That just gives you extra boost to play with. Oop, oop. Let's go ahead and shoot him out again. Now, if we don't want to go across there, we don't have to. We could have just jumped like that. I just decided to try and go through there because that's really fun. And that's another aspect of the game that I actually really, really enjoy. And that is the freedom. The game gives you a lot of freedom. That's probably one of its best features. There are lots of different ways to tackle a level. You have multiple different routes. If you see it and it looks like you can climb on it or do a running jump off of it, you probably can. There's nothing in this game that says no. It's very much wants you to experiment and explore and try out different routes and find the best one that suits you. And one of the things it definitely wants you to do is play levels over and over and over again so you have a really smooth kind of run through a level. And I will say I've gone back on a couple of the earlier levels, the first levels, and have redone them and have bettered my score to the best of my ability. Still not exactly amazing. I've gone from a D to a C, alright? I'm just saying. And once you start to learn the ins and outs of a level, it feels really, really, really good. To be able to kind of go through a level and just kind of wreck it and own it and kind of show it who is its maker is really, really fun. We got hit there a lot. On the left-hand side is actually our health, and the more you get hit, the closer you are to death, obviously. The bottom is our booster, and then the bottom under that, the 5 bullets, is the shots we can take before our gun overheats and needs to reload. Easy enough, right? Alright, let's continue. Alright, so we're going to get up here. Whoa. Let's see if we can get around that. So these are annoying. Ow. If we can shoot off these. Gotta get rid of him. He's actually wrecking my shit, man. So where can we go? Looks like actually up here is going to be the best bet for us. So we'll go ahead and boost up here. And, I jumped right into that. Let's, and are we, okay, so these flags are checkpoints. We're going to be sent back here. I'm awful at this game. Let's try going over here. Oh, shit. Oh, we grabbed onto the ledge there and I restarted anyway. Alright, we made it over here pretty safely. Let's go ahead and jump up here. Oh, looks like we got some nice little health boost. Ah, that boost is so good. The sense of speed in this game is awesome, and it never, ever hiccups. The game is silky smooth with its frame rate. I don't ever feel like there's any slowdown. I don't ever notice any, hiccuping or anything in the game. It just runs super well. I really wish... So, it looks like he's done. So you can temporarily disable some enemies. Others you can actually just straight up kill. He's one of those temporary disabled ones. Oh, we almost freaking missed that. Alright. Up here. You know, one of the things that I thought, what I was worried about initially, was that the levels themselves were going to be a little confusing, because they are definitely a little bit weird looking, are they not? They kind of look they're like mechanical looking, which is kind of cool. Oh no! Oh no! Ah, we're gonna die there. That was my fault. Whoa! Okay. But luckily, I'm back on the train of thought. Getting lost in these levels is not something that is difficult. I mean, it's pretty straightforward in which way it wants you to go. I said there's a freedom of choice. And what I mean by that is there's multiple routes you could take throughout the level, but it's not open so open that you could get lost in this. And I feel like that's something that could easily happen in this game. If it was really wide open, getting lost kind of could be easy because everything does look kind of samey in its level design. But that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. The game does what it does really, really well. I'm really enjoying it. Okay, let's see if we'll play a little bit here. Alright, skip him. Alright, we should be safe. Now, we have two options. We can go this way, which is the way I went last time. How is he still hitting me? Alright. Or we can go that way, which looks a little bit more difficult. Though, oh, okay, it's just platform. Oh, okay. We'll go ahead and shoot them. Ugh. And that's the exit right there, actually, so let's go to it. Nice little boost there. I love it. You know, one of the things I was thinking of when I was playing it is this is probably the best Sonic game since Sonic. Oh, this is awful. They did awful. Those little C's, I think, are continues. I'm pretty sure. I'm not entirely sure. Every time I restart, it seems like I lose one. But it definitely feels like a really good Sonic game. Sonic has kind of lost its way in a lot of ways, and that's not what this video is going to be about, but it is definitely a really solid game with as far as speed and control. And you can control your speed really well. You know, you don't have to be blasting through it. I think Sonic really could learn a lesson from this type of game. This is how you do it, man. You make Sonic be able to free run like this, and you give him the ability to, you know, speed up and stuff and make the levels go by super quick. Oh, that was my fault. But still, you know, give me a few options through the level. You don't have to make it either an open world like adventure game or a straight through, or a straight on narrow path. Do this. This is how you do it, man. I love it. So we're gonna go ahead and skip that way, and we're gonna go up here. We'll go up here, and then we can jump over here, boost up to this, and then we can go down here and maybe avoid him completely. Whoa! This is actually kind of a beautiful level. Nice blues and greens. They look really good. We'll try to boost ourselves a little bit. Oh, no! No, 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 no! Down we go. Alright, try again. I wonder, actually, can I... I was actually curious if I could boost my way through that easily, but I don't think that's possible. Alright, nice, quick. He's sliding himself a little bit. I love it. Game just feels so good. It just feels good to play. And if that was their goal, they did a damn fine job. Alright, so we want to go this way. We're back to where we were. The checkpoints, I will say though, the checkpoints can be a little bit punishing. Really? See, that seemed weird. I feel like I hit that pretty spot on. The checkpoints are definitely punishing. There's only usually like 1 or 2 checkpoints per level, and if you know, when you fuck up, you're getting set back a good chunk of your progress. Now, luckily, again, the game is all about speed and getting through the level pretty quickly, so that progress isn't necessarily, you know, time-consuming, and definitely helps you perfect your style, but they are not the most friendly checkpoints in the world. Which is totally fine with me. I just figure some people might want to know and understand that. Alright. Try this again. You know, let's go this way this time. Oh, this just feels really good. It's just, okay. Oh, god damn it, we made it. Okay. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Alright, so what we need to do is come up here. Really? What happened? We'll try this a couple more times, see if we can get through it. I am not good. This is one of those games, though, that I could tell there are going to be some excellent people in this game. And I'm playing with the keyboard and mouse, and I'm not really having a hard time at all. You can play with the controller, and I tried. The layout, the button layout for the controller was kind of bizarre, not going to lie. It felt a little strange. And I felt way more comfortable on the keyboard and mouse, which for platformers like this is a little unusual for me. But I'm much preferring the keyboard and mouse here with this game. And I feel like a lot of people are going to feel the same way. Oh, come on. Alright, never mind. We'll just skip over it. Screw it! We're moving on! Going through. I like how they're just shooting lightning back and forth. I don't think I can actually stop that. No, I can't. Alright, so let's go up here. Oh, really? Alright. Oh, no, fuck. You have to be able to react on that shit fast. Those enemies, like, just those little wall mines can completely fuck your fluidity there. You have to be ready to take them down. And that's where the combat, as I was saying, isn't the most amazing. It's not the most responsive. Well, I lied. Let me say that again. It's responsive. For me, it just feels loose. It feels a little bit too loose and not tight enough. For fuck's sake. I am just fucking... This is a practice in frustration for me. I love this game, and I'm having a lot of fun with it, but at the same time, I am bad at it. And the further into the levels we get, the more and more I'm coming to the realization that I am not good at this game. But I'm actually looking forward to seeing people who are effing excellent at this game. Like those Super Meat Boy runners who are just goddamn amazing. Like, if this is a good game for speedrunners, it really is. I would love to see this game on Awesome Games done quick. You know, this year when that hits. Oh, are you fucking shitting me right now? We'll try that again. We'll give it one more shot. This will be my last shot on this particular level. If we can do it in this run, it was meant to be. If not, I'll play a different level on my own time. The momentum in the game is so good. And you know, like I said earlier, if you're gonna focus on doing one thing in a game, you need to do it really effing well, or you're not gonna do it at all. And this is we've been coming across a few games that have had very simplistic goals, but have accomplished them in such a great success. And oh, you fucker. You better not, yeah. Come on. Oh, come on. Yeah, I had a feeling. Let's see if I can... No! And we're done. Alright. That's going to be it for my look at Cloudbuilt. I'm obviously awful, but there's going to be a subset of people that are going to adore this game. Check it out. It's coming up on Steam. I believe it's going to be $10 or your regional equivalent. Cloudbuilt, it's super fun, and I highly suggest it. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.